Hello, welcome back to The Grey Cricketer, brought to you by ACCO, India's leading digital insurance company. My name is Ian Higgins. He over there is Sam Perry. Pezzy lad, good morning to you, sir. The second test, here we go.
Here we go.
You ready?
I think so.
You excited?
Yeah, I am, mate. Yeah, I mean, in terms of our time zones, kids go to bed. Hopefully, the 1-year-old doesn't wake up. He went to sleep school. It's actually worked really well.
Okay.
And so they're asleep now. The dishes are done.
Yeah.
A lovely conversation with the wife. Maybe there's a glass of red there.
Oh, maybe.
And then you put at about, what are we looking at? 8 p.m. Australia time?
Yeah.
There's Lords.
Oh,
and the slope.
Lords. Yeah,
Lords and the slope.
Lords and the slope.
So, yeah, I am excited.
Like Lady and the Tramp, but for cricket. Okay, Pez, fucking bit going on here, mate, in the old team news department.
Yes.
Let's go with England team news first.
All right.
Broad's gone for the summer.
Is it the whole summer?
Summer.
Oh, shit.
That's reported through Ali Martin.
Shit,
Breaking news.
Summer.
So we need to get this out because this can change real quick. Obviously, this will now be dated. I'm going to do predictions at the end. This is going to be dated by the time the first ball's bowled. So when Broad's opening the batting, we'll know why. He's gone for the summer.
Oh, fuck.
Done his calf,
I didn't know that.
Done his calf, gone for the summer. So that's obviously there's already Stokes is out for the summer. Archer gone. Ollie Stone's still 6 months away. Woke slipped on some stairs, done his heel, hasn't he? And now Broad as well.
They still have another 10 bowlers, England, though, don't they?
They got a couple of bowlers still.
Yeah.
They got a couple of bowlers still. Anderson as well, 50-50 for this test match. Seems unlikely that they'll risk him.
When the 39-year-old has a left quad issue.
Push through, Jimmy.
Yeah. And they're 50-50.
Yeah. He wouldn't be rolling up the slope, would he? Not the quad issue.
Lords, which is where the weather forecast is good.
It's good.
It's meant to be some
Bit of
sun. Lords can be flat.
Can be.
So if you're Jimmy and you're looking at 4 tests and your quad's a bit how you're going, Broady's out anyway.
Yeah.
I'd be putting the feet up at
I
39.
might cool my jets. Cool my heels. This is also reported as through Ali Martin of The Guardian, friend of the show. This will be if Anderson doesn't play, this will be the first time that no Broad and no Anderson since 2007 in a live test match. They didn't play one test in 2012, which was a dead rubber, also against the West Indies.
Glad you said that because that would have been mentioned in the comments.
Exactly.
What about the dead rubber test?
But that's 14 years that England have not gone into a live test with Broad or Anderson.
And I want to know in the comments from those who support England, is Broad and Anderson going to a test match, is that the ultimate feeling of safety? And do you feel unsafe without Broad and Anderson?
Yeah.
You'd have to imagine the answer is yes.
You'd have to imagine.
Because I note now, Higgos,
what do you note?
That should it be selected, Sam Curran with 22 caps.
22 caps.
Would be now the most experienced bowler.
He's the leader.
In the England side. Now that's going to happen. That's going to happen when you play 2 80-year-olds for 7 decades straight. That's going to happen. Yeah. So it had to happen at some point.
It did have to happen. So they'll probably... So Saqib Mahmood, who did so well in the white ball stuff leading up to this series, he's come into the squad. But would you think that they would go Curran, Robinson, Wood? Curran, Robinson, Wood, Moeen Ali?
Yeah, I think they don't bring Moeen in unless he's playing.
So Ollie Pope is back as well. Dan Lawrence is going to be dropped. So I've got Burns, Sibley, Crawley, Root, Pope at 5, Bairstow 6, Butler 7, Moeen 8, Curran 9, Robertson 10, Wood 11. Have I counted that right?
Yeah, you could. I think there's a few other ways you could skin the cat there as well. I mean, there's suggestions that you could include Robinson, Curran, Wood, and either Overton or Mahmood and Moeen if you push everybody up one.
Yeah.
So, because, mate, I'm looking at that bowling attack. I think they need 4 seamers and Moeen there as the all-rounder. But, I'm Pajara, Kohli, Rahane, and I need some runs, and I'm at a flat Lord's wicket. Who am I facing in this test match against England?
To get my name on the board.
Ollie Robinson's played 2 tests. Good bowler. But 2 tests. Sam Curran, bit short. Okay, swings it in a little bit. Yeah. I'm not afraid, am I?
No fear.
Mark Wood, we get overs into the legs there. How many overs has he got in him? I mean, he actually bowled quite a few overs in the last series against some shit. But
New Zealand.
Overs into him. Craig Overton and Saqib Mahmood, very new to the code. And Moeen Ali. It's not a strong bowling lineup.
No.
Joe Root's going to need 300 runs in his match.
He might
minimum.
do. Yeah. How many balls can Sibley take up? Can we get a day 3 in this game?
I tell you what, like that's those guys taking 20 wickets, they're going to be doing well if it's a flat surface.
I was thinking leading into this game, if England win this game, that would be heroic shit.
Yeah.
Against this Indian team, on the back of India, you would have thought would have won that first Test match. Coming into this second Test match, it's that this is what you'd want for India.
Mate, a couple of years ago, England were playing like Bayless ball, just one day cricket into Test cricket, and you had like Bairstow, Butler, Moeen Ali, and like it's fun, but it didn't work at Test cricket. Yeah. That's going to be decided. They're going back to it.
Hey, it could be some fun
because they need to, and it could be some fun. They are fun. They are fun guys.
Yeah,
actually off the field, and lovely guys too. We haven't spoken to Bairstow yet. No. But, and we will, the white whale.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he goes, look, there's some talk about dropping Crawley as well. I mean, is Hasib Hamid ready? So you're looking at 4 changes.
Too many changes. I think Zach Crawley will get another crack. But I think he could be last legs territory. Though, Is Dom Sibley inevitable? Is Dom Sibley in any better position?
I think Joe Root likes batting with Dom Sibley.
Yeah, okay.
I heard on the Wisdom Cricket Podcast, Good Cricket Podcast, they said yesterday that Joe Root averages 100 when batting with Dom Sibley.
That's pretty good.
So, Sibley could say, well, look, Root's at least scoring runs when I'm there.
Yeah. That's fucking hell.
Mate, Sibley, I want to say this on the record now because Sibley's a fun pinata.
Yeah.
For lots of toxic Australian reasons.
Of course.
It looks weird and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Sibley is going to score a 50 or 100. It's going to be the funniest thing we've seen at some point.
I think people are suggesting that we don't like him.
Yeah.
Couldn't be further from the truth. Yeah. Really like him. He's played club cricket in Australia.
That's right. The only thing I don't understand and disagree with is, again, why they boot.
We'll come to that in a moment.
Also, yes.
We'll come to that in a moment. Okay, India team news, Pez.
Yeah, okay.
Shardul Thakur, he's done a hamstring.
Yep.
He's out.
He's tight. It's a tight hamstring.
It's a tight hamstring, mate.
No more, no less.
Okay, so then it comes down to who's going to play. Will Ashwin play, or are they going to go for Ishant or Umesh Yadav?
Isn't that a nice choice?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Shardul Thakur. Now, I understand that Shardul or Thakur, whichever one it is, means Lord.
Oh.
Right? So the Lord is out of Lords.
Damn.
The Lord comes up to Ravi and says, tight hammy. He's like, Ravi Ashwin or Ishant. Ravi Ashwin was an all-time great bowler.
He has a swig of whiskey first.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And his shirt's off. And he's on a horse. He's basically Vladimir Putin.
Why has he got a
Somebody
sword?
do that on Reddit?
Somebody do that, yeah.
With Ravi Shastri. I don't know. Is that offensive? I don't know. I don't know about India-Russian relations yet. But he just comes out, he's on his horse and he just goes, all right, Ravi, you're over there. All-time great bowler. Ishant Sharma, one of the great records at Lords. Mm-hmm. Umesh Yadav.
Good rig.
Boovi K there? Around, nicking
I don't think Boovi K's there.
Okay, well, we just got him on FaceTime anyway to say hello. I just feel like isn't India? They just this is their time,
mate. Look at this. Look at the build up in these squads.
England are all over the joint.
Fucking hell,
mate. Does that actually flip it and put pressure on India to really nail them here? I mean, England are already up against the ropes. Rain saved them last one. It's the second test hasn't even started.
Yeah,
they're up against the ropes. I mean, is this compensation runs time for coach?
Yeah, so that's what I've got as a so first of all, who are you going to play? Who are you going to play? We're going to do a prediction.
Look, mate, to be honest, I can see why they would be again once bitten, twice shy with going 3-2 against New Zealand in English conditions. If it's dry and the conditions suit, then you play Ravi.
But
Ashwin.
It might reverse. That's what they're saying. It might reverse. And Kohli said after the test, after the first test, he likes the 4-1. He likes the 4-1 template.
Unless the conditions.
Little caveat.
What he said.
Yeah.
So. You know what? I think with respect to Ravichandran.
With respect,
I would go Ishant. I think it works.
Same. I'd go Ishant.
Subject to conditions.
The only thing about that is that makes them have a long tail.
Longer tail, and if you play Mark Wood, can blast them out. I'm not
England's
sure.
batting somehow better now in this test because Mark Wood has got a test 50. He's going to bat 11. Yeah.
Craig Overton, if he comes in, can bat as well.
Stick.
Yeah, they might need that. It's just the only thing. So that's it for India. Anything else?
No, the story of this test match is that England are already cooked. Okay, are they going to play Anderson? They surely won't. They surely won't play Anderson. If he's 50-50.
Because the next tests are more important than this one.
100%. What about the next
I wouldn't
thing?
be fucking around with a 50-50 quad at 39.
Fuck that.
He won't be back till he's 50. He'll be back though.
He'll be back. That's the point.
And
That's
the
the
net
point.
footage will be really good.
Well, his Nash is coming up in 11 years, so yeah. Okay, let's get into the last thing, Pez.
Yeah.
A prediction.
A prediction. Look, I look at England's bowling lineup and I just see runs for India. If it's hot and dry at Lords with the slope, we're going to hear about the slope and all that sort of stuff. I see it. Like, every international game is hard at test level or whatever, but England are already into their 2s and their 3s. You've got a pretty settled batting lineup. It's time for India to score runs and to put these guys to the sort. And they don't muck around India with runs. The only thing mitigating for me is that it strikes me in Test cricket lately that you only need 1 or 2 batters to go well and you're fine. Like Joe Root can compensate for England in the way Steve Smith did in the Ashes 2 years ago.
Yep.
Like and he's got the bit between the teeth, Joe. 60, 109. He's beating the chest. Like I could see Root just going, listen, I'm going to carry everybody with my slight slender shoulders. I'll still carry them, and I think Root might be able to keep them in it, but India must come over the top.
He Root's just gone past Kohli in the Test batting rankings.
Yep,
which
he's
obviously
4th.
Which means the world to everyone.
Because there can only be 4 big boys max.
Oh, also I forgot that both teams were docked World Test Championship points in the last game. So that's going to be important in 3 years' time, whenever the next fucking washed out game is. My prediction is just this one's got Kohli runs written all over it for me. This one does.
Is this a bit of Fleet Street stuff? Build them up, then knock them down?
No, I feel like this is going to be Kohli is thirsty. He is thirsty for runs.
And Jimmy may
not play. How do they get Kohli out? Is Robinson going to scratch him off? Current little inducker there.
That's why you've got to play Anderson, because do you not feel like this is a 5-test series?
But mate, what about the Ashes in 6 months?
Yeah, that's a good point. But like, if Anderson doesn't play, Kohli avoids him. Kohli scores 180.
Oh, it doesn't count.
And he's underperformed with 180.
Yeah, he's missed out there.
Like, it's then a procession. Like once I feel like with Kohli, it's like it's like I took my border terrier Florimo over to the UK where there's foxes, and that this breed is built to sniff out foxes.
Really?
And once he got a sniff of a fox, there was no fucking stopping him.
Fucking get a sniff.
If you put a stake in front of him and there was a fox den 20 metres beyond, he would run straight past that fucking stake. I'll give you the tip. And Kohli is a border terrier in this case. You get him 100, it's done.
Okay.
So
the fox is the 100.
The competition.
The competition, 100.
I'm just saying Kohli wants to play.
He would say for the superchargers.
That's a real problem with that competition. It's actually ruined it's mixed up the 100 runs. Yeah. It's the most base level.
So cricket is much about languages as anything else. Yeah,
indeed. So maybe they have to play Anderson. Who am I?
Au contraire.
Yeah, I sort of want to see what happens if Kohli hits 100. I just want to see what happens to him in India.
Well, what will happen is the competition will fold. That will be folded, the competition.
He only needs one sniff, coach.
One kiss is all it takes. Hashtag ICDC brought to you by Akko. Sivarama Raman. He wrote this one in on Patreon, Pez. What's better, Root Van Nistelrooy's goals or Root's cover drives or singles? I just don't understand, mate.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
What have these guys done?
Mate, they just, they score goals
Both
or they
prolific.
hit runs. And they just get booed by the crowd. I just don't understand.
Roy Keane picked Root Van Nistelrooy in his hypothetical best ever Manchester United team he played with. Really? That's the esteem with which he's held.
Yeah.
And every time he scored, the crowd booed him.
Booed him.
At Old Trafford.
Unbelievable.
And the away fans, when they were away, booed him.
Yeah. That's so weird. So if you are going to Lords this week, just just keep that in mind. Yeah. Stop booing your best players.
If you keep commenting, we keep talking about it.
What is it about the human mind where you see something and you're like, that's wrong, going to comment on that?
I'm going to watch this whole clip. I think I agree or enjoy 99% of it, but here's something that needs to be corrected, and that's the thing I'm going to mention.
Root Van Nistelrooy, what a player. Boo! Every time he scored a goal. Don't get it. All right, we'll be back tomorrow after day one for some sun at Lords. Oh, cricket and language. Is there anything better? Yes, Ravi Shastri and whiskey on a horse.
And just before we finish, when it comes to booing, I know a lot of Indians will be out there going, what about the old North Sydney Bears rugby league player Adrian Toole? Every time he got the ball, they said, Toole. I mean, boo. Why they boo him? He was a club captain.
Fuck, it's not fair. It's not fair. Same with AFL player Paul Roos. Fucking
Aussie rules.
Aussie rules.
Aussie boo.
Aussie booze. Hell of a sport. All right. See you tomorrow.
Goods. They weren't saying goods.